Falcons trying to get there. Wilson pops and sacked. Adi Ogundeji.
Welcome back, Falcons Faithful. This is Patrick with the Falcons Roost, ready to give you another update on our beloved Atlanta Falcons. With the release today of, and please excuse how badly I will butcher his name, Adetokunbo Ogundeji, we felt it's time to break down the defensive line going into the 2024 preseason for the Atlanta Falcons. The biggest need in the offseason was the pass rush, and more specifically, the edge rush. We begin by listing who left the team this offseason. Calais Campbell, defensive end and tackle. Campbell made a huge difference for the Falcons' defense last season, and his loss will be felt by the team. Specifically players like Zach Harrison and Arnold Ebiketie. If the team could get him back for one more season, it would be a great mentoring role for the young players I just mentioned previously, as well as those drafted this year like Roro, Trice, and Dorless. We are not giving up hope that Morris can find a way to bring him back for the betterment of the team. Bud Dupree, defensive end and outside linebacker. Dupree came in last season on a one-year contract and ended up signing with the Los Angeles Chargers this offseason. He led the Falcons in sacks last year with 6.5, and his void was filled by selections in the last two Falcons drafts. He was not a player we expected the Falcons to sign long-term. This defensive line will be one of the youngest in the NFL, so let's begin with the returning members and fill in the depth chart. Grady Jarrett, swing defensive tackle and defensive end. Jarrett, the son of former Falcons legend Jesse Tuggle, is without question the linchpin to the Falcons' defensive line. He was drafted by the Falcons in 2015 as a defensive tackle, where he excelled beyond his fifth-round draft selection. Over the past 3 seasons, he has been playing out of position at the edge, which limited his snap count in the Arthur Smith defensive depth chart. With new head coach Raheem Morris installing his defense, expect to see Jarrett move back to the tackle spot next to last season's free agent signing, David Onyemata. Last season, he helped anchor the Falcons' defensive line after star tackle Grady Jarrett went out in Week 8 of the season. Onyemata contributed 5 sacks in 2023 and forced 1 fumble that was recovered by the team. Needless to say, he will need to improve on those numbers in 2024. He and Jarrett are the only true veterans on the line this season. Kentavius Street, defensive end. Street signed a 1-year, $1,765,000 contract with the Atlanta Falcons this offseason, including $300,000 signing bonus, $300,000 guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $1,765,000. Street will likely be a rotational backup for the Falcons this season. He amassed 1 sack in 2023 in limited playing time. He provides rotation and depth. Zach Harrison, defensive end. Harrison became more of a focal point towards the end of the 2023 campaign. He landed 3 sacks in his last 3 outings while taking twice as many snaps as he had the previous 14 games. Harrison became more of a focal point towards the end of the 2023 campaign. He landed 3 sacks in his last 3 outings while taking twice as many snaps as he had the previous 14 games. Eddie Goldman, defensive tackle. Goldman was drafted 39th overall by the Chicago Bears in the 2015 NFL Draft. His rookie season, he landed 4.5 sacks, showing he could be a rare talent at the nose tackle position. However, he failed to follow up the past seasons and retired in 2023. He unretired this season to join the Falcons' defense. He will likely rotate in behind Jarrett in the lineup. Taquan Graham, defensive tackle. Graham has spent the past 2 seasons as a situational tackle for the Falcons, and he comes into 2024 in the same position. He adds depth to the line, but he will be hard-pressed to make the 53-man roster this year. James Smith-Williams, defensive end. Williams signed a 1-year, $1,292,500 contract with the Atlanta Falcons, including $167,500 signing bonus, $167,500 guaranteed, and an average annual salary of $1,292,500. In his 4 seasons at Washington, he recorded just 85 tackles and 7 sacks. Rook Orhorhoro, Braden Trice, and Brandon Dorless all round out the rookies drafted for the trenches. The Falcons also have several additional bodies in training camp to see if any make enough impact to make the 53-man season roster. Those names include Demon Harris, Laquel London, Kahinda Ogini Hassan, Tommy Togiai, Willington Prevalon, and 6th-round selection Zion Logue. The Falcons' defense improved from being ranked 23rd against the run in 2022 to being ranked 20 in 2023. A 3-point increase while the pass rush improved from 37 sacks in 2022 to 40 in 2023. If I had to guess today, the starting rotation would begin with Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, Kentavious Street, and Zach Harrison. But what do you think? Will the Falcons get the push on the defensive line needed for the linebacking core to apply the pressure needed to force turnovers? Or will they end the season still looking for that premier pass rusher that has eluded the team since the days of Patrick Kearney and John Abraham? Get in the comments and let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest Falcons news and notes. We will see you soon with more updates. So until then, cue the outro!